What's up guys, Chris here, and in this video I've got a new subscription box for the channel. I'm super excited to check these guys out. They're not new, but it's my first experience with them. What got me interested in these guys is the last couple of knives were really freaking cool. They had a USA made Kershaw, and I've got that Kershaw in this box, so we'll check that out in just a second. And the one before that was a Wesson. Wesson's been doing some really cool stuff, had some very successful Kickstarter campaigns. So man, I was like, dang, back to back, really decent knives, especially for a subscription box. So I reached out to these guys. They were nice enough to send this along. If you're interested in trying them out, use my coupon code SHARPAF to get 15% off your first order. So what is it? We are talking about Crate Club. Now, similar to BattleBox, they have several different tiers. This is Major, which I believe is the most expensive tier, at least for their monthly boxes. I think they also do a quarterly box. Let's get everything out of here and check it out. All right, we're gonna start off with the knife because that's what I'm most interested in. We've got the Kershaw Blur, made in the USA. The Blur is a Ken Onion design Kershaw. This particular version of the Blur has black anodized aluminum handles with Track Tech inserts for extra grip. Thumb studs for deployment. It is an assisted opener with an S30V recurved drop point blade. Stonewash finish on the blade. The pocket clip is tip up or tip down, right side only. We've got a liner lock. The lockup is about 20%, and the centering's right down the middle. Now, I know how some of you guys feel about the assisted openers. Like you guys, most of the time I'm going to prefer a good detent over an assisted opener. That being said, the action on this is great. Really good deployment. I love the thumb studs on the Blur too. They're kind of slanted, and so feels really good on your thumb, and just a little bit of pressure, there she goes. I'm not as anti-assisted opener as some of the other knife guys out there, or some of the other knife reviewers. Partly because the Kershaws, the assisted opening Kershaws, are some of the first pocket knives that I ever owned and carried consistently, besides like gas station knives. They were the next step for me. It also makes them really easy knives to deploy for non-knife people. Sometimes you hand somebody a knife and they kind of struggle with how it works. This one, you know, the knife does all the work for you. I think most people could figure it out, especially after a couple of seconds. Like most Ken Onion designs, the Blur is extremely ergonomic and fits into your hand almost perfectly. It's got grooves in all the right places, a little bit of jimping right where you need it. All around an awesome knife, made in the USA, S30V steel, a high value knife for a subscription box. I want to say it's around a $100 knife. That is the Kershaw Blur. All right, next up, also from Kershaw, we've got the Ultratech sharpener. So all you do is unscrew it, flip it around, and screw it back on. The Ultratech handle is made of 6061 T6 anodized aircraft aluminum, 600 grit diamond coated oval shaft, about 9 inches in overall length. So I guess kind of the idea of this sharpener is to be lightweight and portable, I think is the main thing. And then the 600 grit would be nice for blades that aren't entirely destroyed, but just a little bit dull, need to be touched up, that kind of thing. Requires no water or oil to use. Handy, portable, compact. That is the Kershaw Ultratech. Next up, we've got a freaking spotting scope. That's also pretty impressive. Get the USA Kershaw and a spotting scope. This is from Tasco, 15 to 45 by 50 spotting scope, fully coated lens, straight eyepiece, lightweight and compact. Case and tripod included. So it says the Tasco spotting scope can do it all with bright, fully coated optics, generous magnification, a tabletop tripod, and a soft carrying case to take wherever you go. Optimal for bird watching, nature viewing, hunting, target shooting, hiking, camping, moon gazing, spying on your neighbors, and general observation. It doesn't say one of those things. Got some lens caps on here. Pop those off. At first when it said tripod, I was expecting something a lot bigger, and then the brief said tabletop tripod. I'm definitely going to be using a different tripod for hunting because this just isn't going to work. I'll normally be sitting down and want something that I can bring up to eye level and be comfortable. But for being included in the box, sure, why not? I don't really have time to go test this out outside and try it out. I'll have to do that in a separate video. Overall, though, first impressions, it seems okay. I mean, you can spend a whole hell of a lot more money than this on a spotting scope, but you know, I'm sure this will get the job done. You can adjust the magnification right here, 15 to 45. Love that it comes with a case and the tabletop tripod. That is the Tasco spotting scope. Next up for my medic, I opened this up already for a YouTube short. This is the Z-Zips 2-pack. We got these in Battle Box not too long ago. They're freaking awesome. I like my medic stuff. Their first aid kits are really well organized and easy to use, easy to recognize what's what, and easy to replace certain things as you use them. So the Z-Zips are kind of like a zip-tied Band-Aid or makeshift stitches. I'll show you in just a minute. These are sterile, made in the USA, the whole idea being to close a wound. So maybe you're out far away from medical help and have some sort of accident, need to close a wound. This is something that you could use in a pinch. So let's say I've got a wound right here that is bleeding and we want to shut that wound. Peel this off. So each side has some adhesive and you want the wound to end up in the middle of these tabs. So you'll stick that on either side. And then you pull on these tabs like a zip tie and it'll cinch that wound together. Just like that. Pain-free application, easy closure, FSA approved, sterile, made in the USA. The MyMedic Z-Zips. And next up, an item that's probably familiar to most of you guys out there. The Hop silicone cloth is pre-treated with a silicone lubricant that polishes, cleans, and coats surfaces with protective finish. The cloth is flannel, so you don't have to worry about it scratching your firearm while removing fingerprints and potentially corrosive oils after handling a firearm. Comes in a resealable bag, made in the USA. All right, guys, that is the first Crate Club unboxing for the channel. Again, if you want to check these guys out, there's a few different tiers and different prices depending on your budget. Use my code SHARPAF to get 15% off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching.